What's going on, guys? It's NoSlack Novak, and today I'm bringing you a special version of Planet Coaster. I will be showing you every single flat ride in the game. As you can see, there's an option for coasters. There's also an option for track rides. And then they have regular old flat rides that you see at a carnival or at some theme parks. And there's a ton of them. There's actually 28 different rides that they have here for playing in Sandbox. And when you're playing in the challenge mode, you can unlock all of these rides through research. It may take a while, but they are all available in every mode. You just have to spend some time researching them so that you can put them in your park. Right now, I am just in regular old Sandbox mode. I've built every single one of them. All 28 are here in the park, as you can see. And I'm going to show you one by one every single ride. And I started off here with the kiddie rides. So these here, we have 5 here, 5 here, and then we have these 3. Those are the ones that I would consider kiddie rides. Rides that aren't too, let's see, not too much fear. I'm looking for the, let's see, there we go. Excitement, fear, and nausea. Those are the 3 ratings. Alright, so all of these 13 rides here really aren't too, they're not thrill rides. Kids wouldn't be afraid to ride them. There's not much excitement to them, and they wouldn't make your guests nauseous. So, the same, by the way, the same can't be said for the rides up here. Those are a different story. I'll be showing you those last. But for now, we're going to dive into these first 13 rides, starting with the Charoplane. You can see here, I'm sure most of you guys have ridden this once or twice in your life. It's just the basic one. You go through the line, you sit in this swinging chair, and it spins in a circle. And it kind of swings you, and it's pretty fun. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a grown-ass man, and I still have fun riding this ride. So that is the Charoplane. As you can see, nothing too special, nothing too exciting, not really scary, and won't make your little kid sick. So that's the first ride. Then we have the I want to say this is called the Genie. It is, and this is same story, not really too exciting, fear and nausea all around 3, so nothing too crazy. When you see this, it's a pretty cool ride. Not sure it's an actual ride at any park. I think it's just something they probably designed on their own. I've never personally witnessed this ride anywhere, although it does look like it would be a lot of fun. Look at that. Spin it all crazy. Again, this is the Genie. Nothing too special. Kids would love it, and it's a sweet ride because it actually fits a lot of people. I want to say that's something like 6, 12, 18, so like 36 people at once. Not bad at all. Alright, next up we have the Hyperspin. Again, this is even weaker than the first 2 rides. This one is closer to 2 for the 3 factors. Nothing special, just, you know, moms and their little kids can get on this. Have a little bit of fun. Definitely a little kids ride, although as you can see it's teenagers and adults alike enjoying it. So that's a cool little ride. Then over here we have the Magic Twirl. Pretty much the same. This is even lower. Just get on, and it doesn't really, it just goes in a circle, doesn't spin you around or anything, just goes up and down. Very slow. Fun ride for the kids again. That is the Magic Twirl. That's the first 4 rides down, and then here we have a big one. We have something called the Radius. This one is even slower and weaker in all 3 departments. This is probably the weakest ride in the entire game. Only 1.5 excitement, 1 fear, 1 nausea. Nothing too crazy. It's kind of a different version of the Ferris wheel, and as you can see, it is very, very slow. So yeah, another ride that, you know, for the whole family, mostly for the kids though. Now we're going to switch a little bit, and this is going to be the Rocktopus. As you can see, we're moving up a little bit again. Basic flat ride, spins in a circle, and double spin with the chairs. I have thrown up on a ride like this, although it was a little bit faster than the Rocktopus. But yeah, the double spinning action is what got me. That was a long time ago. Anyways, moving on. Here we have the Sky Ace, again moving up a little bit in the excitement, fear, and nausea ratings. Let's speed up the time here so we can see how it operates. Classic little old planes. Probably dip low. Whoa. Alright. Yeah, doing full 360s and stuff. I didn't see that one coming. I would think that'd have a lot higher ratings than what it has. Alright. That's the Sky Ace. And then here we have something like the other Ferris wheel. This one is a little bit more intense. Nothing crazy though. 2.5, 3 for the nausea. Nothing too crazy. Looks pretty cool. This one looks like it does some extra stuff other than just, you know, you sit on the outside and you go in a circle. This one actually, let me have it fill up here. Alright. See, look at the chairs here. They actually kind of go around this rail system. So although it spins very slowly, the cars that the passenger's sitting in actually do some crazy sliding along these rails here. So I could see why it has a little bit higher of a you know, fear and nausea rating. So that's kind of cool. Alright, moving on. Here we have the Teacups, classic Disney ride, Disney Teacups. Again, nothing crazy, around 2 for the 3 factors. Let's see how this operates. Let it get filled up. Yep, basic teacup ride. Spins, goes around slowly, and then the teacups also spin. Basic theme park ride there. Moving on, we have the Aeronauts. Again, a lot of these kids rides, you know, you're hovering in between 2 and 3 on the scales here. Nothing crazy, nothing's gonna make them, you know, throw up or be afraid to ride them. No parent wants to take their kid to a theme park and then the kid be too afraid to ride anything. So, you know, this would definitely be a cool ride. All of these, the 10 rides I've shown you so far, every single one of them would be a pretty cool ride for a kid. You know, I don't see them not wanting to ride any of these. So, definitely plenty of options for you to build a kid-themed theme park. Alright, moving on. This is probably the weakest ride now that I think about it. It definitely is. The Venetian Carousel. Look at that. Nausea, almost non-existent. Fear, also non-existent. Excitement, not too exciting, but, you know, sometimes you see a ride like this at a mall, in the food court or something, or at the zoo. You'll see one of these classic get on a pony or something, or a zebra or a lion, and, you know, go around with your 2-3-year-old kid. Nothing crazy. Alright, moving on. Victory. Another classic ride. A lot of theme parks have this. Also threw up on one of these, just FYI. Again, long time ago. This would be cool for like a pirate themed park or something. Again, the ratings, not that crazy. This is the second to last ride that I would consider a kid's ride that the Planet Coaster team put in the game. Again, very nice for a pirate-themed park. I don't understand why they're not filling up the second half of the ship. Maybe not enough people want to go or something. But, yeah, pretty cool ride. Alright, and here is the last kids ride. This is the whirly rig. Again, very weak. Nothing crazy here, as you can see. Probably put this one in backwards. Yeah, so you know, nothing too crazy. It's like a miniature carousel. Let's see. Look at that music. You hear that music? It's kind of a like a pirate themed ride too. Alright. Now we're gonna move into the big boys. These next few rides are way more intense. This first one, the 360 power, see, look at that. We're in the 5s now. The highest one that we had over here was 3. Now these are the big boys. Now we're in the 5s. These are the rides that you might actually see your park guests get out of line and start throwing up. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, look at that. Full 360 move. Damn. That'd be a pretty sweet ride to go on. Doing a 360 there and a 360 horizontally and vertically. 2 360s. Oh wow, and then look at that craziness. Can you imagine throwing up from there and just having it like swirl down here? That'd be pretty sick. Imagine this guy having to clean the throw up off of this. Ugh. Alright, so that's the first big boy ride. And over here we have something called the Forge. Again, right around the 5s. A lot more intense than the kids' rides, but right around the 5s. Nothing, you know, too crazy. This would be a perfect ride for the adults and teenagers that come to the park. Let's take a look a little bit longer to see what that does. Whoa. Thought we were done with. Oh, look at that. That's craziness. I wouldn't do this ride, I don't think. If this is a legit ride somewhere, I can guarantee you I will never ride this ride. No thanks. Over here, we have the Gears of Fear. Again, right around the 5s, not quite there, but in the same ballpark. This is something I'd probably do. This looks pretty cool. Again, look at how many people it can fit. I want to say it's probably like 5, 10, 15, probably 20 people per side. And there's a double side, 2 sides. Look at that, 40. Oh. Okay, I might not do this. Anyways, 40 people on the ride. Be able to attract a lot of guests, make a lot of money with this ride. 40 people at a time. Not bad at all. Again, right around the 5s, nothing too crazy. Moving on, here we have the Hammer Swing. Again, these are in the 4s, 5 here, nothing too crazy. But definitely not a kid's ride. Just look at how big that is. Swinging action going on. Well, there's no way it's gonna do a 360, but that's still pretty intense. That's pretty cool though. It's a cool ride. It's just like a giant swing. You know how when you go to the park with like a kid, they've got just a regular old swing set there. This is like the steroid version of that. They buckle you in and then they swing you really high. All right, this one's cool. The Helion Ring. Right around the 5s again, 4s and 5s. This looks pretty cool. Let me slow time down a little bit. Yeah, just basic 360. Nothing too crazy. Kind of like the pirate ship. Instead of doing just like a 180 here, it'll actually do a 360 around. That's pretty cool. Oh, one of the rides broke down. Maybe I should, real quick, maybe it was one of the rides I haven't showed you yet. So let me throw down some mechanics. There's one. No, let me hire another one. You guys need to get to fixing these rides so I can show them off in the video. That's good enough. So yeah, that's was it Helion Ring? Yeah, the Helion Ring. 4 or 5, pretty cool ride. This one over here, if it's working, which it looks like it is, again, right in the 4s, nothing too crazy. Not a kid's ride, but a perfect ride for the adults and stuff. Teenagers as well. Let's see what this one does. Just basic like boat rocking, except one boat it's two, and then this one actually goes all the way around. Alright. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's Insanity. Then over here we have the kickflip. You know, a little bit up there, not quite at 6, but it's getting up there. This is actually a lot like that kind of like Ferris wheel thing that I showed you, where it just goes on the rails up and down. Kind of looks like that, like it's doing the same kind of motion. Let's see what it's actually gonna do. Yeah, a little bit more intense, a little bit more fast, got more speed to it. That is the kickflip, and it's one of the last rides I will be showing you. Here is Looper, and this one might be the most intense. Look at that. Damn near a 7. Damn near a 7 in fear. So excitement and fear are up there, and then nausea's at a 6. I don't know why people... See, look at that. People don't even want to ride it. It's not broken. Ride status is open. It's not broken. But people don't really want to go on it. Alright, here we go. We got some people. Go ahead, guys. Alright, let's see what it does. This looks like it might be the most intense ride in the game. The Looper. So let's see what we got going. Nothing too crazy so far. I guess that is kind of crazy though. Let's see what they see. This is like the cinematic view of the ride. Let's see what they see. Oh, look at that, doing 360s and stuff. Ah, man. Doing again like double 360s, because your little spaceship here is going left and right, or spinning, and then this is spinning at the same time. So see, look at that. That's pretty intense. I could see why that's got the rating that it's got. Anyway, so that's the Looper. That might be the most intense ride. Let's see what else we got here. This is Overpower. This is back into the 4s and 5s kind of area. Let's look at this cinematic action scene here. Let's speed that up. Let's get some new people on there. Oh, I'm just testing it. It's not open. I wonder if people are gonna get on it real quick. Doesn't look like it. You know what? Let's just test it then. So, alright. Oh, just up and down. A lot like the other ride. It was a lot like this one, I want to say, except this one actually does some like funky twisting motions and stuff. But alright, let's open that one up. Maybe somebody will want to ride it. We were down to our last 6 rides. Only 6 more rides to go. This is Psychola, and I didn't put this in the kids section because look, we're almost at 4. There's 3.5, and then this one's at 4.5. So I wouldn't consider this a kids ride, although I guess maybe you could. But you know, either way, putting it in the kids section or in the regular section, you know, people are gonna ride it. Let's see what it does. Alright. Oh, look at that. It like... Let's do the cinematic one. Alright, kind of like flips you up backwards. It actually flips you backwards. Oh. Alright. They're enjoying it. This kid's kind of afraid. Oh, smiling. Look at that. He's smiling. He's loving it. He's not so sure. Alright. So that's Psychola. Then over here we have the Sun Flare. This one is cool. This is like the grown-up version of the swing set, the one that I showed, the very first ride that I showed you. Again, not that intense. It's in the 3s here, but I want you to check something out real quick. I want you to see what it does when these people get on the ride. You think, look at that, look at that. It like shoots them. Look how high it shoots them up. Not only are they swinging like they did on that first ride, but look how freaking high they're going up. That's ridiculous. That's got to be a good like 200 feet up in the air, and they're just like swinging up there. Look at that. Look at that cinematic camera. Look how high up they are. That's crazy. There's no way that's a real ride. I'd be scared. I mean, I'm not afraid of heights, but I'd probably be shitting myself if I was that high up swinging like that. Look at that. That's crazy. No way, man. That's way too high. Look how beautiful this game is, though. That's amazing. Anyway, so that's the sun flare. I would definitely give it a little bit higher ratings than they gave it, but that's just my opinion. Here we have the sun dial. We are at 3s, 3 and 5. Nothing too intense except for the nausea. The nausea is somewhat up there. Let's see what we got here. Kind of another little 360 ride, spinning at the same time. Seems to be a pretty common theme here, where you go in one direction as well as spin in another direction. They're all enjoying it. Did you guys buy your glasses at the same time, same shop? Man, you're loving it, aren't you? Look at that. Yeah, that's cool. So yeah, that's the sundial. Nothing too crazy. This is probably the second most intense ride in the game. The cube. Look at that. 6, 6, 6. Oh, the devil. The devil wants you to ride this. The cube. Let's see the cinematic scene. Yeah, I'm not doing that one either. No way. Look at that. It's just flipping you all crazy sideways, up and down, diagonally. That's not something I'd be into. Yeah, no thanks. Yeah, you guys are all enjoying it. Look, it's all like teenagers. The teenagers are loving it, and then look, you got the parents. The parents are freaking out. Look at that, she's about to throw up. She's about to throw up, he's screaming for his life, and they're loving it. That's kind of funny. That just shows you how different ages react differently to different games. Like those teenagers, they probably wouldn't like those first few rides I showed you, but this one, they love this one. And then the adults, the grown-ups, they probably want to do rides like the kid rides, because they can just take their kids on that, just relax, have a good time, buy some popcorn, buy some balloons and stuff. They don't want to do this crazy stuff. Only freaking like teenagers and like 20-year-olds want to do stuff like this. So that's really cool. I'm glad Planet Coaster implemented stuff like that. Anyways, so that's the cube. That's probably the second most intense ride in the game. Over here we have the Screaminator in the 5s. Nothing too crazy. Ride is closed. I didn't open it. That's my fault. We will test it just to see what it does. Alright, so you kind of slowly spin. And I'm guessing you go all the way up to the top. Right, that's a pretty safe assumption. Going, 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 and let's see, is it gonna like drop all of a sudden or something? Oh, yep, 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 it just dropped. It just dropped, man, it just dropped. Can we see, let's try to open it, let's see some of these people's reaction. Alright, cool. So look, as soon as I open it, look how many people are going to it. That's pretty cool. Alright, quick guys, quick, quick, quick. There we go. Full ride. Going up to the top. Up. A little bit of crappy camera work. And then, yeah, it just drops. Really bad camera work on my part there. I'm sorry, guys. Screaminator. Solid ride. Fun ride to have at your park. And last but not least, we have Wild Blue. It's in the 5s, high 4s. Not one of the most intense rides, but also nothing to throw your kids on. 5-year-old kid, put him in the teacups. Don't put him on Wild Blue, because Wild Blue is probably gonna make them throw up and pee their pants. And then you have another problem on your hands, aside from a sick kid. So yeah, those are the rides. All 28 of the flat rides in Planet Coaster. This is not the beta, not the alpha. This is the final release. I'm sure that they're going to be adding even more. However, as of now, that is it. And what's cool is they look different during the day than they do at night. During the day you get a real, good view of all the little details and everything. But then when you go into nighttime, let's say something like 11 p.m. if you choose to open your park, the lights come on and all the rides have like a different vibe. Like this one right here is really cool, the way the lights are set up. This Ferris wheel thing over here, the Star Wheel, that looks really cool at night. The lights, definitely would attract some people to your park. And then these over here, you can see all of those have kind of special lights. This one here, this one's pretty cool here with the kind of the columns holding the ride up. Looks really nice. The cube looks really cool. So yeah, this is a great game. Those are the 28 rides included in the game just for flat rides. Like I said, there's a ton of coasters that you can build. There's a few water rides. There's a boom boat, the log flume. There's another one, the river rapids. And yeah, so that is it. If you like this video, do me a favor, leave me a like. If you also like the video, it would mean a lot if you subscribed. And hopefully you check out some more of my Planet Coaster videos. I have a couple on the channel so far. It's still a new channel, but there are plenty of videos. And until I see you next time, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you later.